midfield for the coin toss will be the captains for both clubs. For MIT, Brian Copeland, Anthony Emberley, Seve Esparago, and Nathan Verity. For RPI, number 12, Jeff Avery, number 21, Nick Schlatz, number 94, Anthony Pia, and Lieutenant John Cole's parents, Paul and Micah Cole.
Introduce yourself. Gentlemen, this here is going to call the toss. This side is a head. The color in the middle, the side with the color on the outside is tail. Okay, Mr. Cole is going to do the honorary coin toss. He's going to, after you call it, Captain Copeland, he's going to flip it. What do you call? Heads. Heads is called. Heads it is. You won the toss. You want to receive. MIT has won the toss. They will receive. Gentlemen, which goal would you like to defend? Okay, stand down here. Stand down here. Face them. MIT will receive. Shake hands and let's have a good game, gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise. Kicking off for Rensselaer, number 4, Christian Kapp.
Gung-ho to get this one underway. So, not much to talk about. We lost 2 minutes here on the pregame. RPI is teeing the ball up. They're getting ready to kick off. MIT won the toss, so they elected to receive in this first half, so it's going to be RPI kicking to MIT. Having trouble with the ball on the tee right now, so we've got a slight delay. Not much of a crowd here today. This falls into the category of too good a game or too good a day weather-wise to be out watching a football game. So Kapp is getting ready to kick off for RPI. Ball's teed up at the 35-yard line. He has a holder. I guess the wind is blowing hard enough for there to be a problem. Ball goes out of the end zone, and so MIT will take it over on the 25-yard line to start out today's game. For MIT, they are led by their quarterback, Danny Callahan, the running backs, Adis Ojeda, wide receivers Jared Hansen, Chris McPherson, and Seve Esparago. The tight end is Travis Herbanek. The line up front, left to right, is Brian Copeland, Elliot Tobin, Joe Cunningham, Brad Walker, and Joe Hanley. It'll be MIT first and 10 at their own 25. You are listening to WRPI Troy with Engineer Football, RPI Engineer Football from the East Campus Stadium. Kurt's up, Bob Conway on the call for you today. Callahan was going to be out of the shotgun, but we've got a whistle.
Procedure.
Delay of game against MIT. Inauspicious start for the MIT Engineers. That is Tom Mawini, Dr. Tom Mawini, the referee for today's game. Back at the 20 for MIT, first and 15. Callahan out of the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts, 1 man in the backfield. Left-handed thrower along the sideline. That's complete, and out of bounds around the 40 was Esparago on the reception. He was close to stepping out around the 26, but nobody from RPI saying anything, so I guess he didn't.
Alexander Greenwich and Mark Grimes in on the tackle for RPI. Can't say for the Engineers today.
Both teams are Engineers, so we're going to go with RPI and MIT. MIT in their road whites with whatever color red is their official color as the pants. Callahan on first down, no score here. Pass that's complete along the sidelines into RPI territory, down at the 47. That'll be another first down for MIT. Oda on the reception that time.
First down, MIT from the RPI 47.
Yeah, Carson Owner, he's a pretty big kid, 6'4", 210. He's a senior.
First and 10, MIT at the RPI 47. No score, 14-10 to go here in the first quarter. Man in the slot moves in motion. This will be a running play for MIT. They've got some room. Cross the 45 down to the 43 is Ojeda. I was going to say MIT, the white jerseys with red numbers and dark red numbers in black trim. Easy to read. RPI is in their home black jerseys with the red numbers and white trim. Not so easy to read. Pick up a 4 in the play. They show 5 on the scoreboard, but really 4. It'll be second down, in my opinion, 6 for MIT at the RPI 43-yard line. Callahan, low snap, picks it up, fakes the handoff, throws, that's complete, and should be a first down to Ota on the far sideline. That's the MIT side of the field, and it will be a first down to the RPI 36.
Nice throw, right on the money. Receiver knew exactly where to go, and that's where the ball was thrown. Number 31 for the Engineers, Phil Lanieri on the tackle.
You can hear the wind out there. It is windy here at the East Campus Stadium. First and 10 for MIT at the RPI 36-yard line. Callahan, play action, pump fake. Now he's going to put the ball up in the air. Wide open receiver. That'll be a touchdown. Wide open along the sidelines. Pulled down by Esparago, and MIT leads 6-0 early in the first.
Yeah, he just beat his man and was all alone. Ball well thrown. They get 6. Yeah, that was was Brian Hayes unusual for Brian. He's one of the fastest guys on the team.
Tucker Shane out to try the extra point. Callahan will be the holder. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, and the kick is good. There's 13-12 to go here in the first quarter, and MIT leads 7-0.
That's a little unusual so far for this year for us. Defense usually does pretty well. MIT mixed it up on that series and ran a little, passed a little, and did enough to get a touchdown and an extra point.
Again, a reminder, this is WRPI Troy with Engineer Football. Courtesy of Bob Conway from the East Campus Stadium in Troy, New York. We'd like to thank the Rensselaer Union. They provide the funding for WRPI and all the club-related activity of the Institute, and that includes WRPI's coverage of Engineer Football, hockey, and baseball. Also, WRPI is on the World Wide Web. Point your browser to WRPI.org, and you can pick up our broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. As long as we're sending something out over the ether of the air, we'll provide it for you on that feed. Again, that is WRPI.org.
Boy, it's rough to read the RPI numbers.
Yeah,
you can hardly make them out. With this.
We were talking about this before the game, and we're not the only ones who have a problem.
Ganner and Adley are deep.
Shane getting ready to kick off at the 35-yard line. It's MIT left to right, RPI right to left across your radio dial in this first quarter. Boots the ball away. This one will be short. Looks like Gadar takes it at the 14-yard line. 15, 20. Gadar 25. Goes to the far sideline. Gadar finally barreled down between the 30 and the 35. Where do they put this? They'll put it right on the 32-yard line. RPI takes over there for their first series.
Matthew Nicole, linebacker, Northport, New York, on the tackle, number 43. MIT coached by Todd Martinovich, former RPI offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator.
Yes, it's Chad Martinovich, the head coach for MIT. Coming in 0-2, but on the board first here, leading 7-0. Jeff Avery leading the RPI Engineers. Handoff on first down, nothing. Actually, lost yards. That was Tavinis on the carry.
That was a little bit like the first 3 quarters last week. Number 71 was in on the tackle for MIT, Cullen Claremont.
Quick snap, took Avery by surprise. It'll be a handoff, and it'll get him back the yard as it was taken by Amory from Avery. Avery looked surprised on the snap count. Now he's going back up to the line. He's going up to his center, I think, and talking about what the snap count was supposed to be. He was not expecting that snap. So suddenly, very quickly, we're in 3rd and 10 at the 32 for the RPI Engineers.
As I was saying, the offensive line got knocked around for 3 quarters. And in the 4th quarter down at Alfred, they
Avery
took
fakes
control.
the handoff. Now he's going to put the ball up in the air, and that is caught at the 50-yard line. Along the sideline to the 30. Caught from behind is Giaconi, but he's down to about the 21. And it'll be an RPI first down in MIT territory.
Nice catch by Giaconi, brought down by number 18, Riley Quinn. Quinn from San Carlos, California.
First and 10 RPI.
Giaconi runs nice routes. He's a big guy, and he's got a long stretch.
First and 10 RPI at the MIT 21-yard line. 7-0 Nate Trail pass. That's complete along the sidelines to McHugh, and he touches out at the 12.
Brian Carnish on the tackle. Gets McHugh.
That was a gain of 9 for RPI. 2nd and 1, just inside the MIT 12-yard line. Avery out of the shotgun with the 4 wideouts. Tavinis is in the backfield for RPI. Fakes the handoff to Tavinis, throws over the middle, almost. It was tipped, and then at a chance, it was laying on the tip. The defenders in the end zone had a chance at that one just beyond the reach of one of the men covering. I think that was Riley Quinn who had a shot at that.
It was a nice route. The ball was a little off.
And 1 from the 12.
You might have heard a reaction there. McHugh fell down trying to get back to his position on the field. 3rd and 1 on the 12 for RPI, trailing by 7 here in the first quarter. Handoff. going left and getting the first down as he gets inside the 10 is Tavinis to about the 9. It'll be first and goal RPI.
Yeah, Tavinis was the workhorse last week. Schlatt's was out injured.
First down, RPI.
He's not in there today either, is he?
From the 9-yard.
Haven't seen him yet. The offense for RPI, the line left to right, Ken Berryhill, Ciaran Stewart, Steve Mills, Seth Scalbo, and Scott Davis. The slot backs are Austin Amory and Matt Lane. Wide receivers are Logan Goddard, Pat Hogan. The tailback listed as Nick Schlatt, but we have not seen him. Tavinis has been in there. He's number 2 on the depth chart, and Jeff Avery is the quarterback. First and goal, RPI at the 9-yard line. Avery out of the shotgun, man in motion to the left, and we've got flags. This should be going against, procedure against RPI.
That's pretty obvious.
Ball start. Offense, number 67. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Sean Feldman playing left guard, being called for the false start. That backs RPI up to the 14-yard line. First and 10 there. They trail 7-0, 10:40 to go, first quarter.
I'm trying to think where I got Tard Martinovich, and I think he was a quarterback.
He was a quarterback, yeah.
Southern Cal.
Yeah, you used to do that when he coached here. Avery takes a snap, throws, and that is a touchdown. They're going to roll a touchdown. And, yep, it's going to stand. I keep thinking that, hey, they're going to review this, but they don't do that.
Here we go.
Football. So RPI gets on the board. Goddard with the reception for the Engineers. And RPI trails MIT by 1.
Goddard back in his usual state already today. Last week, as Coach said, we had about a dozen balls dropped by many people.
Cap coming out to try the extra point. Snap spot, kick is up and good. So with 10:28 to go here in quarter number 1, we are tied at 7.
Both offenses move right up the field. We want to remind you, you're listening to Rensselaer Football on WRPI 91.5 in Troy, or Troy.
Ladies and gentlemen, RPI Football would like to thank additional sponsors. Sodexo, the Recovery Sports Grill.
MIT, their 2 losses this year. They started out the season on the road. This is their 3rd straight road game. Lost to WPI 31-28. Again, that was Engineers versus Engineers.
Scored a lot of points.
Yeah, they've scored a lot of points in their losses. And then lost to Becker last week 37-26. And so they've scored points. They've just given up more than they've scored, obviously, when you lose your first 2 games.
RPI will be at WPI next week. 1 o'clock start.
And for MIT, they were 10-1 last year, 9-0 in the regular season, won the NEFC, won in the first round of the NCAA playoffs, then lost to Wesley 59-0 in the second round. MIT, they'll bring this one out of the end zone on the return to the 10. This was probably a bad choice. Esparago should have stayed in the end zone, taking the 25-yard line. Instead, MIT starts out at 12.
Lanieri on the tackle for RPI.
Number 31, once again, for the Engineers are all league defensive back, Phil Lanieri.
MIT, first and 10 at their own 12, tied at 7 in the first quarter. Very sunny day, mid-80s here in Troy. Probably the last day it's going to hit the 80s this year. Pass complete along the sidelines and out at the 15-yard line. Esparago on the reception from Callahan. I was going to say it's expected to dip into the 70s tomorrow and stay that way. And obviously, if you're in September going into October, you're not expecting the temperature to rise much after that. So this may be the last warm, sunny weekend in this area. And because of that, we probably don't have a whole lot of people here. It's not a great crowd at the moment. Not a lot of MIT performers on the other side either. Handoff on second down for MIT, and that is stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Alex Greenwich just stood him up. It didn't look like he gained anything. But
no, he was stopped at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get anything. RPI's defense, the line, Anthony Pela, Malik Joseph, and Diego Coutinho, along with John Hartman. Linebackers, Brad DeHagen, Alexander Greenidge, Mark Grimes. The cornerbacks are Phil Lanieri and Teague Florio. The safeties, Brian Hayes and Ryan Buss. 3rd down and 7 for MIT at their own 15. Callahan out of the shotgun, looks downfield, doesn't see anything. Has trouble getting away. He'll get taken down the line of scrimmage. He ran into the back of his own man, and that slowed him up. If that not happened, he had some room to maneuver. But that slowed him up enough, and no gain for MIT. They send out the punt team.
Nice tackle again by Alex Greenwich. He's getting better every week. He's developed into a pretty big linebacker. He's 5'10", 220. And he's solid.
MIT to punt, low snap, booted away. This is going to bounce at the 45, take an RPI bounce, and it'll be stopped at the 44. So RPI starts out on the MIT side of the field. Looked to me like that might have been Esparago on the punt, but I thought it was supposed to be.
It was using the Frank style on the punt.
Yeah. They have Callahan and Hansen listed as punters, but I think Esparago was actually back there for that. 8:44 to go here in the first quarter, 7-all. RPI out for their second possession. Fake the handoff. Pitch on first down. This will get a bunch of yards. Going to the left. Amory forced out at the 27, right around the 27. That'll be an RPI first down.
Number 45 for the Engineers on the stop. Once again, Austin Amory.
Amory carried for the first down. First and 10 RPI.
RPI first and 10, balls at the 28. 8.5 to go in the first quarter, tied at 7. 3 wideouts, man in the slot. He'll go into the backfield. Avery, play action, puts the ball up in the air, turning around, catching it to the 5-yard line. That'll be another first down for RPI. Lane on the reception.
Very well thrown to Lane. Avery threw a nice ball. Three defenders around him, and he spread the needle.
First and 10 RPI.
Lane caught the ball, fell down. He'll be down at the 6. First and goal, RPI at the 6. 8:15 to go first quarter, tied at 7. RPI versus MIT. Two wideouts, 2 slot backs. Tavinis in the backfield. Avery keeps it himself, and he'll get dragged down by the jersey. Corey grabbed him by one of the sleeves. Sleeves, and dragged him down.
Second and 6.
For MIT, their defense, Alex Noakes, Kevin Cush, Matt Iovino, and Andrew Wren are the line up front. The linebackers are Anthony Emberley, Mitch Turley, Kodiak Brush. Cornerbacks are Ryan Carnish and Rex Shepard, and the safeties are Riley Quinn and Tremont Robbins. Second and goal from the 6 for RPI. Put a man in motion. Avery gives him the ball. Lane cuts upfield, gets hit at the 2, and where did he reach? No, they're going to say the knee was down. He's inside the 1. He reached out and put the ball across the plane, but his knee was already down by the time he did that.
Engineers mixing it up.
Wow, you know what? If they reviewed that, I'm not sure he was down. I just saw the replay, and that may have actually been a touchdown. Tavinis at the 6 makes the point move as at the 1 gets it. He's number 6, moves across the goal line, and he's in for the touchdown. Flag comes out after the play.
Tavinis just bowled it over Raul Corey, number 95, a defensive lineman. Got a nice job by the offensive line on that play.
We have an unsportsmanlike foul, number 75 on the offense. Dead ball foul. That will be enforced on the kickoff. That's the first unsportsmanlike for number 75. A second will result in disqualification.
Scott Davis.
All right, so you probably heard that, but just to briefly, there was a unsportsmanlike against RPI after the touchdown, so the touchdown counts. They'll enforce it on the kickoff, and if that player gets a second one, he's out of the game. which may have been last week why one of the Alfred players, I believe, got booted out of the game. Snap, spot, the kick was up, and kick is good from Cap. So 14-7, RPI leads, 6:49 to go here in the first quarter.
Engineers looking very good this afternoon so far on offense. The defense on the first series got handled, but I don't expect that to continue. That's a good defense, we'll see. But don't forget, MIT is a good team. They put points on the board. And they got a lot of guys back, according to coach. 7 on one side of the ball and 9 on the other.
I may mention the crowd. There are not a lot of people on MIT's side of the field. In defense of MIT, if you look at their roster, that is one of the most diverse in terms of geography roster you're going to see in Division III football.
I saw, yeah.
They are from all over the country, so you can understand why not a lot of family are making these trips, because
I mean, just going down the list, in the first 3, Texas, Missouri, Connecticut, and Florida, Minnesota, Texas.
You don't see that in Division III very often.
Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Maryland. Wow, Georgia, California, another California.
Cap boots the ball away. Long kick, taken in the field of play by Esparago. He turns around at the 2, to the 10. A field to the 15, found a hole to the 20, Esparago to the 25. He was headed the wrong way when he caught that at the 2, and he got to the 25. That's actually a good run back.
He hung a couple of guys out to dry. He really threw a head fake and went the other way.
Yeah, talking about the roster, Division III, you're going to get players from around the country, most schools are, but the majority of your roster is probably going to be within 150, 200 miles of the school. A lot of local kids, and I mean, even Mount Union, one of the best programs in the country, you're going to see a lot of Ohio kids on that roster. Very few schools have the diversity that MIT has in terms of geography. Tight end on the left, 3 wideouts for Callahan. He's out of the shotgun on 1st and 10 at the 25. And it's a handoff on 1st down to Ojeda. Ojeda fights his way for 4 to the 29.
Looked like number 96 for the Engineers.
2nd and 6.
MIT back to the line, 2nd down and 6. MIT trailing by 7 here in quarter number 1. Callahan hands off to Ojeda, and he fights his way for another 4 yards to set up a 3rd and 2 for MIT.
Grimes and Hayes on the tackle.
Hayes on the tackle for the RPI.
3rd and 2.
Defensive back.
3rd down and 2 for MIT. 4 wide out formation. Ojeda the running back. Pass, that's incomplete. There was a mix-up there. Hansen was the intended receiver. Callahan threw behind him. They were not on the same page. And that'll make it 4th down and 2, and the punt team comes out for MIT. Okay, it is Callahan. Callahan did punt on the last play. It was Esparago was the up man. I got the 2 confused. So Hansen is the punter. Again, Esparago's the up man, Hansen's the punter. I have it right that time. Gadar is back at his own 35. Snap. And this is going to be a run. He's going to keep it himself, and he's got the 1st down. Hansen saw an opportunity, cut out to his right, and he's got a 1st down at the 36. You know what? That's the same play that RPI used to run. You give the ball to the punter, you let him run out to one side or the other. If he sees an opening, let him go.
1st down. MIT.
So the ball's at the 36 for the MIT Engineers. 1st and 10 for them. 5:25 to go first quarter. 14-7 RPI leads.
That's not a play that defense should allow ever.
No, but sometimes it works. 3 wideouts for Callahan. Gives on 1st down, and this is only going to be a couple. It's Hanlon in there, Connor Hanlon. There's a Hansen and a Hanlon.
Hanlon carried.
I am digging the MIT uniforms, though.
Anthony Pilla on the tackle for the RPI.
Personal foul.
RPI engineers.
Chop block. 73 and 67. That's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
MIT getting called for a chop block. That will back them up 15 yards. They'll be back at their own 21 for a 1st and 25.
Boy, another beautiful day here in Troy.
1st and 25 of the 21-yard line.
3 wideouts, 2 men in the backfield for Callahan on this 1st and 25 play from the 21. Now they'll send Del Piore in motion. It's a handoff. He fakes the throw, but the handoff had already happened. Esparago takes it to the 26, so that's a pickup of 5 on 1st down. We still need 20.
Number 44, RPI, Mark Grimes in on that tackle.
2nd and 20.
Second and 20 for MIT. Callahan on play action. Rolls out to his right. Throws the ball. Knocked away. The intended receiver, Esparago, was knocked away by Hayes.
Hayes did a nice job in that play. Didn't commit any interference. Knocked the ball down nicely.
MIT now looking at 3rd and 20. Scored on their 1st drive, stalled on their 2nd, and now they're in 3rd and long on their 3rd. Callahan with 3 wideouts. Tight end on the right. 1 man in the backfield. Now they'll send Hansen in motion to the left side of the field. Quick pass to the left. That's Hansen in the flat. Couldn't hold on to it. Wisely knocks the ball out of bounds as he raced after in case it was a lateral. It actually wasn't. It was a forward pass. So on 3rd down, it's incomplete.
He never caught it, though.
No, he never caught it. No, he bobbled it. I thought he might get it, but he never caught it, and he did end up knocking it out of bounds. So incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense looked good on that series. Very good.
Hansen comes out to punt this time, I suspect with a 4th and 20. This will actually be a punt. Kadar's back in his own 45. Snap. Punt is away. Low kick, bounces around. Gadar, oh, he fields it, and now he's going to get knocked out at the 44. He fielded it and juggled it. He's able to get possession back, and he's down. They'll put him out at the 43 on the RPI side of the field.
Ronald Dettinger on the tackle for MIT. That was the kind of risky ball to go for.
It was. 3:54 to go here, 1st quarter. RPI 14, MIT 7.
RPI's offense has looked very good on the 2 series so far.
Avery takes his team out, 2 wideouts, 2 men in the slot, one in the backfield, and handoff on 1st down. This is going to go left. There's a lot of room there, and it's up ahead for Ramsdell into MIT territory. A 1st down to 41.
Well, you're going to see. I knew we'd see more of Ramsdell this week because the coach really likes. He got his chance last week, and he just goes 150 miles an hour all the time at whatever he does.
3:40 to go 1st quarter. 1st and 10 RPI to MIT 41. RPI up by 7. Avery fakes a handoff, puts the ball up in the air, looking downfield. Gadar and end zone, knocked away at the last moment.
Nice
knocked
coverage.
Out. Carnish on the coverage for MIT knocks it away.
And Carnish did a nice job. That was well thrown, and the route was good. Just good defense.
Incomplete.
You know what? I don't even think he knocked it away. Looking on the replay, he may not have gotten a hand on it.
I don't think he did. I think he had his hands right in front of Gadar's face.
2nd down to finish with the carry and make something out of nothing. I thought he was going to get stopped at the line. Ends up getting 5 to 36. Made a nice move right at the line of scrimmage to avoid a tackle.
Number 51 for MIT on the tackle. That's Tyler Wasser. linebacker.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 for RPI. Avery out of the shotgun, 4 wideouts. Takes a snap, throws the ball over the middle. That's complete. First down for the Engineers as Esposito finally gets tackled at the 29. They'll give him 29 on the forward progress. So RPI moves the chains once more.
RPI, once again, using a tandem of running backs. We've had 3 or 4 already.
First and 10, ball on the 29 for RPI. That's the MIT 29. 14-7, RPI leads. Ramsdell, he turns the corner on the left side of the field. No, he's out of bounds. Jumped over one man. That was Carnish on the ground. Jumped over him, but stepped out around the 11. It'll be a first down for RPI.
He can fly.
Yeah, if he had not stepped out after that jump, he would have been probably in for the touchdown. Yeah. His right foot looks like came down on the line. If it hadn't been for that, he would have been in for the TD. Ramsdell gets RPI another first down. 1st and 10, RPI at the MIT 11. 2:20 to go, first quarter. RPI up by 7. Tavinis looking straight ahead, now has to cut to the right and taken down at the 8. Flag comes in from the backfield.
Tavinis carry.
Number 24, Anthony Emberley on the tackle for MIT.
Personal foul, face mask, number 21 on the defense. Automatic first down.
Face mask against MIT.
Correction, number 24.
So it's half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down for RPI. Ball will be spotted at the 4-yard line. First and goal there for the RPI Engineers. 14-7 they lead. 2:10 to go here in quarter number 1.
No wonder he made the tackle. Pulled him down by the face mask.
RPI single wideouts each side. That's Giacconi all alone on the left. Most everybody's on the right.
Watch for the throw to him.
Avery is looking towards the other side. Ball's up in the air for Godard, but it's too far and he can't hold on to it. Incomplete.
They like to go to Giacconi a lot in this situation. He's so tall and he can leap. That was Godard that time, huh?
That was Godard going to the right corner. That was the short corner. They're lined up the same way. Giacconi on the left.
Right. Or correct.
Second down, fake the handoff, and Avery keeps it himself. Where's the ball?
I thought he fumbled.
Yeah, I thought so too. He's down at the 1 because he was holding the ball out.
Like a loaf of bread.
Yes. Yes, he was holding it out like that, and I thought he lost it, but instead he's actually down at the 1 for a 3rd and goal.
Well, I'm glad he hung on to that. That's an opportunity to score three series in a row. I want to blow it.
To give us to Tavinis. Tavinis trying to turn the corner. He does. He's in from the 1. And RPI leads 20-14.
RPI's offense looking very good so far this afternoon. Greg Bear, tight end. Nice block on the play. He really sprung Tavinis. I'll tell you, that's a nice tandem between Tavinis and
50-50 tickets, anybody?
Excuse me 1 second.
Cap on to try the extra point. Snap, the spot's down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So we've got 1:19 left to go here in the first quarter. RPI 21, MIT 7.
What I was saying was between Tavinis and Ramsdell, that's some real quickness. But there's more. We're not even, Schlatt isn't even playing. He's the big guy, short yardage guy. Got Esposito, Costello. There's a ton of Egan. No, he's a D-back. Red Adley. There are a number of running backs that coaches giving them a lot of time.
Cap teeing the ball up at 35.
So far, this game has been basically MIT come out, looked very good on the first series and moved the ball right down the field for a TD. Mostly on passing, but some running. And then RPI has scored three times in a row. 3 series in a row now, and they have a 21-7 lead. And
ball fell off the tee, got blown off the tee, so McHugh is going to come in to hold for Cap.
yeah, you're listening to WRPI 91.5 Troy.
Cap boots the ball away. That's a good kick. That's out of the end zone. So MIT takes it to 25.
Cap's kicking a lot of balls to the end zone.
Well, he's got the wind with him right now.
Yeah.
The wind is blowing with RPI in this first quarter. It's generally here at the stadium, the wind blows in a kind of northerly direction. The gymnasium is over to our right. The wind is blowing from right to left to the open side of the field. The streamers on top of the goalpost to the left are moving around. The ones on the right are blocked by the gym, and they don't move around much at all. First and 10, MIT. I keep wanting to say WPI, it's next week. MIT, first and 10 at their own 25. Callahan fakes the throw, does actually hand the ball off, and this is a pickup of 8 or 9.
Nice run.
Hanlon.
He looked very good on that play.
Grimes on the tackle.
Hanlon gets out to about 34.
Mark Grimes is the man who brought him down, but he had a nice run, picked up about eight and a half yards.
Second and 1 for MIT. Callahan fakes the handoff this time, under pressure, got hit by his own lineman blocking, and now throws the ball
Flag
out of bounds.
He's going to get him for pass the passer.
Flag on the play.
Just roughing the passer or a hold?
I don't know. I turned my head. I thought it was going to be roughing the passer from the way he was reacting.
Tom Mowini, our referee, having trouble with the mic.
Oh, that's a hold.
Number 74, defense.
It's personal foul against
Roughing the
RPI.
passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
It's roughing the passer against
Yeah,
RPI.
it was roughing the passer. Okay. I thought that's what it was.
That's 15 yards and an automatic first for MIT.
This is a time where the defense doesn't want to let up. We got them on the ropes.
Line of scrimmage was the 34. This will now go to the 49.
37.1 seconds to go
First and 10.
in the first quarter.
From their own 49.
MIT first and 10 at their own 49, trailing by 14 here in quarter number 1. Callahan between his two backs, out of the shotgun. Belpiori goes in motion, running play, and Esparago gets hit behind the line of scrimmage. He never found any room to move forward. And he's back to the 42. That's a loss of 6. Nope, 7.
Looking for the number. I think it was Lanieri, number 31. He's been on a lot of tackles today.
Time winding down here in quarter number 1. MIT does not have to run a play. They're lining up like they will. If they wait, they get the win. They'll snap the ball, last play of the quarter, and the ball's complete to the 47. Falling forward to the 49 is Oda. And that will do it for quarter number 1 here at the East Campus Stadium.
Oda brought down by Teague Florio. He almost got away.
We do have an injured MIT player on the field, so there'll be probably a little bit more on the timeout here between the two quarters. 15 minutes are in the books in Troy, and it's RPI 21, MIT 7.
Next week, the Engineers travel to WPI for, what is that, the shot glass? What is
No, that's the
WP?
transit trophy.
The transit trophy.
They don't play the shot glass anymore.
Rensselaer Ice Hockey.
Who's that?
Coast Guard.
Oh, that's too bad. I love going to Coast Guard. That was one of the nicest venues. But WPI game starts at 1 o'clock next week, folks. Got my season tickets for hockey yesterday. Then won't be long before that'll be right around the corner.
First game's in 2 weeks for the men's squad.
I've watched them work out a few times, and the goaltending looks really very good.
Teams will switch sides. It'll be MIT going right to left, RPI left to right across your radio dial in quarter number 2. 15 minutes are on the board. RPI leading 21-7 over MIT. 3rd and 10 for MIT at their own 49. The officials have squared everything away.
Boy, possession time is almost dead even.
Callahan out of the shotgun. 3rd and 10, looking downfield, doesn't see anything, starts to run with the ball. Now he's going to put it up in the air, throws. That's complete, that'll be a first down. Esparago got it around the 37, went to the ground once he made the catch, but it is a first down for MIT.
First and 10, MIT. From the RPI
Number 44, Alexander Greenwich on the stop.
Ball to 38, 1st and 10, MIT, 15 seconds into quarter number 2. 21-7, RPI leads. Callahan hands off on first down, nothing there for Ojeda. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. Running up the middle has not worked very well for MIT thus far today.
Host of engineers, 24, Teague Florio. 96, I think it was 96, yes. Posse.
2nd and 10.
He's a freshman, 96.
2nd and 10 for MIT. 4 wide out formation for Callahan. Looks to his left, throws. That's complete to the 35, but Oda was hit immediately and didn't have a chance to move the ball forward.
Nice coverage by Mark Grimes, number 40, and number 59, Diego Catino. Down lineman, Grimes the linebacker.
And 7 from the 35.
3rd down and 7.
Kind of a big play for the defense.
3 wideouts. Urbanik goes in motion to the right. Callahan gives to Ojeda. Ojeda finds a hole on the right side. That'll be a first down.
Ojeda carry.
And we got a flag on the play. The MIT coaches to my right just reacted negatively. This is probably going against MIT.
Was it a hold?
I don't know, but they were very unhappy. It is going against MIT.
Holding. Offense number 6. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Urbanik, who went in motion, was also blocking on that play, so he gets called for the hold. And what would have been a first down for MIT becomes 3rd and about 12.
Game's moving by pretty quickly so far.
From the 40-yard line.
MIT in between the 40 and 41 on the RPI side of the field for a 3rd down and 12. Callahan pump fake, now puts the ball up, and that's overthrown. Looking for Oda, and it looks like Lanieri was actually closer to the ball when it came down.
Lanieri was 1 of 2. I think Ryan Buss was there too.
From the 40.
4th and 12 at the 40. They're sending Hansen out for the punt. Now, he already ran one today. If he runs and comes up a little short to the 30, it's not bad. We'll see what happens.
Can he throw?
Snap, slow snap. Now he'll boot the ball away, just avoids getting it blocked, but it goes out of bounds. This is not a good kick in the long run.
Well, he almost did get that blocked.
Yeah, he almost had
very
it
close.
blocked. And where are they going to put the ball? 22. Okay.
Not a good kick.
No. Ball's 22 for RPI. They'll take over the first time they have the ball in the second quarter. 12:58 to go here in the first half. 21 to 14. No, pardon me, 21 to 7. RPI leads. Fourth possession for RPI. They have scored on the previous 3. First and 10 at the 22. Avery hands off on first down, and this is out to 30 for Costello.
MIT's offensive line is doing a good job for those quick openers. So those backs are picking up 5 and 6 yards at a clip.
Actually, that was Wells who's in the backfield.
Not
Costello,
that one. Excuse me.
Costello's the wideout. Wells makes it out towards the first down marker on second and about 2. I think he's a little bit short.
Third and 1.
He is short on that second down rush. So Wells with the 2 carries so far in this possession. Third and 1 RPI. Avery gives to Wells again. This time he's got the first down as Wells turns around, backs up, falls down at the 35.
Nice pickup. Drove it right up the middle.
12 to go here in the first half. 21 to 7 RPI leads. They have it first and 10 at their own 35. Avery on play action, looks downfield under pressure, starts to run with the ball, goes to the left, fumbles the ball, it's loose, and we're gonna have to wait and see who got it.
They got it.
MIT had a chance, RPI then had a chance, and well, who got the ball? Let's wait. It's MIT's ball at the RPI 37.
He's got to put that ball under his arm instead of hanging it out there like a... He just dropped it, didn't he?
Nobody forced it. Definitely was not forced. I remember, what was it, last week, I think he hit it off his leg at one point. And I missed the replay just now. But nobody, it wasn't forced by the defense.
We got a personal foul, offense number 84. That penalty will be declined. First down.
Yeah, there was a personal foul against RPI that's declined. MIT is going to take the result of the play, and that is they got the ball. So RPI with the first turnover in today's game. 11:43 to go in the first half. MIT with possession on RPI side of the field.
Hey, Danny, wait on my whistle, all right?
It was Joe Giacconi on that personal foul. RPI 8 to 6 in first downs in the first quarter. Yardage 21 for 170, MIT 19 for 107.
MIT first and 10. Callahan has one back behind him. Whoa, low snap, whistle blows. Something else went wrong. MIT's, they're going to get a procedure call, and you know what? That's a fortunate procedure call for them.
Yes, it is.
Because it would have been worse if they had down that.
5-yard penalty.
They'll get the
first
down back, lose the 5, get the down, instead of losing 8 or 9 and not getting the down back.
From the 42.
Ramsdell had 2 carries for 33 yards. Amory 2 for 19. Tibbins 6 for 13. Matt Lane 1 for 5.
This should be first and 15. Scoreboard's wrong. Handoff on first down goes nowhere. Snuffed by the RPI defense.
Good job by number 59, Diego Coutinho. One of a host of engineers, but he was the first guy there. Ojeda had 4 carries for 12 yards. I thought he would have had more than that.
Second and 15.
Second and 15. Callahan puts the ball up in the air. That gets near the original first down marker, but actually they're going to put him out of bounds 2 yards shy of that. That was Stolzenberg on the reception for MIT. Was Hanlon on the first carry on first down. I didn't forget to mention that.
Third and 12.
So third and 12 for MIT as they're at the RPI 39-yard line.
Brian Hayes was in on that stop. He's all over the field today.
3 wideouts for Callahan. Fakes the handoff, gets away from some pressure, now puts the ball up in the air, looking deep, too far, overthrows Oda. And that goes out of the end zone, that pass does. And now it'll be 4th down for MIT at the RPI 39.
That was well overthrown. I think Ryan Buss was with.
Nope, flag on the play.
Ryan Buss
Holding,
was
offense number 77, 10-yard penalty,
covering that
3rd down.
receiver very well.
Holding against MIT, so the play wouldn't have counted. They'll back, RPI will take this penalty, even though it would be 4th and 12. They'll take the penalty and back MIT up. MIT will get 3rd down again. Third and 22. Actually, it's more like 24. 3rd and long for MIT. Pass over the middle, dropped by Stolzenberg.
Right in the stomach.
Right in the stomach. It was right there. I don't think he could have gotten the 1st down, but he could have gotten some more yardage. Instead, RPI's decision to take the penalty works because MIT now is punting from 10 yards further back.
God, it is a beautiful day. I'm gonna come over and see some good college football in a great setting. This is the place.
Hansen back to kick. Gets the ball, boots it away, low kick, bounces. This is going to prevent Gadar from grabbing it. Takes an MIT bounce. This works out well for MIT. It'll be down at the 4-yard line.
I don't blame Gadar for that, though.
Yeah, you got to run away from that one.
Exactly. We remind you once again, folks, that you're listening to Rensselaer Football on WRPI 91.5 Troy.
RPI takes over at their own 4 with 10:21 to go here in quarter number 2. 21-7 RPI leads.
Will compete in a relay race followed by a Honda field goal kicking contest.
Avery's back in his own end zone. Hands off on 1st down and breaking through, finding a hole, getting some space and moving forward.
Lane? Who was it?
No, it was...
Tavenis? No,
yeah,
Lane.
Tavenis. No, 6, Tavenis.
Looks like 4.
You know what? I thought it was 4 too, but that's Cap, the kicker, and it can't be
right.
4.
Yeah, that's right.
It was 6.
And you know what?
1st and 10 RPI.
It happened earlier, too. I said, that can't be Cap out there.
I'm looking at the number from the front, and it looks like a 4 at times.
I know. It's just, I don't know what it is about those.
These are lousy numbers on the RPI uniform. Tavenis takes the ball again and finds some more space on 1st down and 10 from the 15. And he gets across the 20, 22, pickup of about 8 for Tavenis on that play.
Nice job by the offensive line. Number 67 for the Engineers did a very nice job. John, I'm sorry, number 67 is John Feldman, only a sophomore offensive lineman.
2nd and 2 for RPI. This time, Tavenis gets away from the tackle, and he'll have a 1st down. Claremont grabbed him, was going to stop him for a loss, and then Tavenis just got away from him.
It was finally stopped by number 31, Ron Dettinger. Tavenis wormed his way out.
Yeah, Claremont should have had that tackle for a loss. Instead, it's a 1st down for RPI. They're at their own 28. 9 minutes to go here in the 1st half. 21-7. RPI leads MIT.
Boy, that does look like a 4.
It does. Four wide out formation for RPI. Flag on the play. That comes out, you know, right as I said it, it came out. Avery tries to run ahead. He stopped at the 30. The referee, pardon me, put the flag down, and I'm thinking this is holding.
Illegal motion, offense,
No, illegal
number 6, moving forward at the snap. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So RPI was moving forward at the snap. Can't do that in American football, U.S. football. You can in the CFL.
That's 1st down.
1st and 15 from the RPI 23.
So the ball's back at the 23 for RPI, 1st and 15. Costello goes in motion. Option play. Avery keeps it. Doesn't have to pitch, and a flag comes out after Avery crosses the line of scrimmage right around there. And I got a feeling this one is coming back. I think the hole was so big because there was a holding call. Yep, holding against RPI.
Holding. Offense, number 53. 10-yard penalty.
Avery stopped.
1st down.
He was.
Yes, he kind of slid down at one point. I think he realized the call was going against him. You know, it's not bad. If you're a player like that and you see that happen and it's going to be against you, it's not bad to kill the play, because if you keep going and fumble it, the team declines the penalty and you lose the ball.
I agree.
It's not a bad play to go down. If you're positive the call is going against you, it's not a bad idea just to hit the ground and stop the play.
1st and 21 from the 16.
RPI back to the 16, as on this drive they are going in the opposite direction of what they want to do. 1st and 21. And Tavinis on 1st down tried to take a few people with him, but enough of MIT defenders show up and stop him after he gains 6 maybe.
Seth Studebaker. That's the name. Studebaker. One of the guys on the tackle for MIT.
2nd and 15 from the 23.
7:38 to go in the 1st half. RPI leads it 21-7.
2nd and 15, RPI. Avery fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, moves straight ahead, now slides down at the 32. Lost his helmet, he has to come off the field. No choice in the matter, as he was going to the ground, his helmet came off, he has to stay, he has to go out for a play. Malik Kelly is now in there at QB for this down.
Number 12's helmet came off.
Coming from,
he has to lead the game for one play.
High school where they ran this offense.
So Kelly in at QB. 3rd down and 6 at the 32 for RPI. Kelly keeps it himself, looks going upfield. Flag comes out as Kelly is gang tackled back at the 34. And another penalty.
It's either a hold or a face mask.
This came from the umpire. So he's talking to the referee right now.
Personal foul, chop block, number.
It's a chop block against RPI. Right now they're checking out the number.
Chop block, 8 and 72. That penalty is declined, 4th down.
So MIT declines the penalty to make it 4th down. They did not give RPI the yards, assuming that RPI will send out the punt team. Razik is coming out right now for RPI as it's 4th and 6.
Berryhill was the guy with the chop block.
This will be the first time RPI punts today, if there actually is a punt. I think that's Esparago back for MIT.
No, he's scheduled as one of the guys that runs back. So
Razik boots the ball and shanks it. And it goes out to 48. Bad punt. MIT gets it in RPI side of the field. Second possession, that'll happen. 6:53 to go here, first half, and it's RPI 21, MIT 7.
Yeah, the game started out offense, 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 you know. MIT scores on their first series, RPI scores on their 3 series in a row, and since then it's back and forth.
It's
like the midfield time.
Yeah, a lot of midfield, a lot of penalties. It's gotten sloppy since that first quarter. MIT, first and 10 thrown 48, down by 14. In a slow-moving second quarter, Callahan, plenty of time, puts the ball up in the air to nobody. Ball falls to the 15-yard line. Nobody was within 5 yards of that.
No, it wasn't even close.
You know, that's a wasted down for MIT because Callahan had plenty of time to do something with the ball, and he threw it to no one.
He has too much time, as a matter of fact, often today. He gets a good look around before he has to throw the ball.
It'll be second down and 10 for MIT at the 48-yard line. Single wide out to each side, men in the slot each side.
But when this defense is
Callahan pitches to Ojeda. Ojeda tries to turn the corner on the left and can't. He's going to be taken down for a loss. That was Bennett.
I was going to say, when this defense does something wrong, they usually come back. And that time, Tommy Bennett was the first guy there. There was 3 defenders throwing him for a loss.
Loss of 3. Third and 13.
About 3 yards.
From the 49-yard line.
They like that midfield, don't they?
Third down and 13, ball to 49. MIT back on their own side of the field. Callahan rolls out to his right, puts the ball up in the air. He's got a man. That's complete to Hansen, and he did get it, right? If he got it, it's first down.
Yeah, he put the ball down.
They are eyeballing this now. Now they want the referee to come over because he's the guy in charge. Let him eyeball this. And he says it's a first down.
God knew exactly where to be.
First and 10 at the 38 for MIT. 5:40 to go. First half. 21-7 RPI leads. Low snap, pump fake, put up in the air along the sidelines, and it's out of bounds. Esparago had no chance at that one.
Good coverage by Mark Grimes over there. He was all over him.
It's time to remind you, you are listening to WRPI Troy with Engineer Football from the East Campus Stadium in Troy, New York. Kurt's up, Bob Conway on the call for you. RPI versus MIT, first ever meeting between these two schools. RPI leading 21-7 with 5:33 to go in the first half. Second and 10 for MIT with a 3 wide out formation. Ojeda takes a handoff, finds part of a hole on the right side, and he gets to the 34.
They closed it up fairly quick that time. He usually gains a lot of yardage on those semi-sweeps. He doesn't go all the way outside, but kind of cuts it in.
And 4, second and 6. Correction, third and 6. From the 34.
3 wideouts, 1 left, 2 right. I think it's Hanlon in the backfield now for MIT. Esparago goes in motion to the left. Callahan rolls out to his left, puts the ball up, and it's complete. Is it complete or is it incomplete? Incomplete.
He dropped it, dude.
Oda had it in his hands and dropped it. He's not arguing, and he's probably upset with himself right now.
4th and 6.
4th and 6.
From the 34.
And MIT sends Hansen out. No, this is a field goal try. I was wondering, are they short a guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they're short a guy. MIT, you need to be able to count. All right, they get the 11th guy out there. This is a 51-yard field goal attempt by Shane. On the right hash mark. Snap, the spot's down, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. Missed it to the left. Had enough leg, but missed it. And then we have a flag on the play.
illegal formation, offense, not enough men on the line of scrimmage, too many men in the backfield. Yes. That penalty is declined.
They didn't have enough men on the line of scrimmage. When the last guy came out, I think they were missing the last person on the right side of the line, who was not on the line of scrimmage on that formation. RPI declines the penalty. They'll take the ball, which was the line of scrimmage of 34.
And they have time. 4:35 to go in the half.
RPI leading by 14, 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Snap, it's gonna be a handoff. Lane takes it, he was running behind the line of scrimmage, gets a little wobbly there as he got hit, turns it upfield, and actually turns what looked not so good into a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, number 42. Is that 42?
On the tackle. 2nd and 6 from 38.
I don't know what the deal is with these numbers, but it's getting crazy.
For whom?
For RPI.
2nd down carry, and this is only to the 39-yard line, a pickup of 1 for Tavinis on that play.
Right there you can see the numbers well. I think the sun is coming down a little.
Well, they're bad numbers. Let's just go right out there. Everybody agrees they're bad numbers. 3rd down and 5 for RPI at the 39-yard line. Avery, and right through the hands of Gadar. He had it at the 45. It was a little high, but that's, you know what? He's not a little high. That was catchable.
Absolutely catchable.
That was catchable. All right, lets it go through his hands on 3rd and 5. He would have had a 1st down had he caught it. Instead, RPI is sending out the punt unit. Are they? Yes. Trimpert, pardon me. Ed Trimpert, a freshman, just got moved on to the 2 deep as a punter. He's coming out to kick. Razik's last kick, he shanked it. Actually, that was the only punt by RPI today. Trimpert runs to his right, puts the ball up in the air. This is over the head of Esperango. It's going to roll towards the end zone, and it's down at the 1, and RPI knocks it into the end zone. How are they going to rule this? Where's the first touch? The officials are going to come in now and talk about this.
The first touch looked like it was before.
MIT is going to argue RPI knocked the ball into the end zone. That's one of the players' arguments. They knocked it into the end zone. Why should they get the benefit of the first touch? And the officials are still arguing this one over. Where was the touch? Now they're going to talk to the referee, find out what the ruling should be on this. It's in the end zone if a person's in the end zone and touches the ball while it's not in the end zone, or the ball's in the end zone. Either one constitutes being in the end zone. And ultimately, they are going to put this
We had a legal touching at the 1-yard line, and the ball ended up in the goal in the end zone. That's a touchback, 1st down, 20-yard line.
Because even the officials were going about the rest of the officials were about to put it at the 1, but instead it's the 20. So RPI did touch it at the 1 on an illegal touch, but then RPI ended up pushing it into the end zone, which makes it a touchback. You have to keep it out of the end zone. You can see on the replay right now the ball's sitting at the 1, and then RPI came in and swept it into the end zone. So that's RPI's bad. 3:20 to go here in the first half. Ball's at the 20-yard line for MIT. Callahan loses the ball, and he'll cover it at the 17. He was looking to throw the ball, and he lost it out of his hand.
Yeah, he just dropped that. It's a good opportunity for the defense to really have a good series here and put themselves in a position to score before the half.
From the 17.
Second and 13, ball's at the 17-yard line for MIT. MIT trailing by 14. Led Scored on the opening drive, led 7-0, and then haven't led since RPI's first drive. This run, going to the right, there was no room to move upfield for Hanlon. He found no opening whatsoever as the entire defensive line went with him, and he's either stopped at the line of scrimmage or loses a yard.
Timeout. RPI. That's their
takes
first.
a timeout. That's
There was
their
like
first.
5 engineers on that tackle.
RPI taking their first timeout with 2:24 to go in the half. 21-7, RPI leads. There's been no scoring in the second quarter. All the scoring, all 28 points, came in the first quarter on 4 of the first 6 possessions of the game.
It's been penalty time the second quarter.
Yeah, this is currently the 13th possession. So the first 6 possessions, 4 scores. The next 6 possessions, no scores.
Hi, I'm Mary. What do you know about preparing golf ice cream?
That was a 60-second timeout, which MIT really didn't want all of. They're already back out onto the field.
That's the game clock. Why is it running? Oh. Okay. Oh.
Timeout is over with. 2:24 to go. First half. MIT.
Second and 13.
Second. Okay, scoreboard and the field say 3rd and 13. That is correct. It is 3rd and 13. The PA announcer was wrong. It's 3rd and 13. There was the fumble by the quarterback and then the run that got nowhere. This is 3rd down. Four wideouts for MIT. Looks like Hanlon in the backfield behind Callahan. Stolzenberg goes in motion. Callahan rolls to his right, puts the ball up in the air, intercepted by the engineer, to the 20, to the 15, down to the 10. Inside the 5 is Beck on the interception.
Castillo, I'm sorry, Beck on the interception.
Well, Beck had actually stopped at the 8. Beck stopped at the 8 on the INT. 2:15 to go in the half. RPI 1st and goal from the 8.
Beck hasn't been a starter. He's been playing. Picked it up nice. Saw it all the way. Beck is a sophomore from Pennsylvania.
1st and goal, RPI. Tavinis in the backfield. He's going to take the carry on 1st down. Rolls out of 1 tackle and then gets hit a 2nd time, and he's stopped just short of the 5.
He's hit by number 49, Kevin Cush, defensive lineman from Mobile, Alabama.
Second and 5 officially for RPI. Plenty of time left in the half. Avery looks to throw over the middle, and that is complete to Lane. That's a touchdown.
Nice throw, nice route. Really nice route.
Avery to Lane, 5 yards, and RPI leads 27-7.
That was a very costly pick for MIT. They're probably going to be down another touchdown before the half, unless they come back in this 1:38 to go.
Cap on to try the extra point. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it is good, and goes on the roof of the gymnasium. Went over the netting and is rolling around the roof, so they're short of football right now. 28-7, RPI leads, 1:38 to go in the half.
Offenses, in general, has played pretty well today, wouldn't you say, Kurt?
Yes.
Defenses, I think the defense has played well too, except every once in a while, and I don't know, it may be by choice that they don't sack the quarterback or whatever. You know, he seems to have a lot of time sometimes, and the other times he's getting swarmed. But he's quick, he can get out of the way. But those 4 down linemen on our defense, Catino, Malik Joseph. We got John, is it Hagen? And Pilla. There's some 4 really good down linemen.
Cap will boot the ball away from his own 35. It's against the wind this time, and it'll stay inbounds. Esperaga takes it to the 15, to the 20, hit and forced out. He's forced out at the 28. So MIT takes over there with 1:32 to go in the half.
Number 7 for the Engineers, Jared Dorsey. He's a freshman linebacker from Laurel, Maryland, and the coaches are very high on him. Remember that name, Laurel Dorsey. First name is spelled Jair, not Laurel. Jair Dorsey, J-A-I-R-E. 5'11", 175 pounds.
1st and 10, MIT at their own 28. Callahan fakes the handoff, throws, and it's incomplete. It was kind of around the knees for Esperago, and he couldn't hold on to it at the 40.
Yeah, it was a bit low.
2nd and 10 from the 28.
And a little bit behind him as I watch the replay.
Yeah.
2nd and 10 for MIT at the 28. RPI will get the ball to start out the 3rd quarter.
Francois comes in the game at defensive line for the Engineers. He's a sophomore.
Callahan throws on 2nd down. That one is complete for about 8 to Oda. He's out at 36.
That's Teague Florio on the tackle.
Florio on the tackle. Gain of 8.
Coach I continues to use multiple people at a number of positions. The idea with the defense, you know, they're trying to wear the offensive line down on the other side.
3rd down and 2 for MIT at their own 36. And the give is to Ojeda, and where did Ojeda end up? I think he got a 1st down. He may have gotten just across the 38. They stop the clock. The markers will move, so that's a 1st down for MIT. 1:17 to go here in the 1st half. 28-7, RPI leads. Callahan on 1st down. Throws. That's complete. Oda is forced out near the 45.
Florio once again.
Florio on the tackle.
Clock has 1:05 left in the half.
Grimes over there with him. Grimes is always all over the field. Him.
Second down and 4 at the 44. MIT working the clock pretty well right now, but Callahan will get sacked by Joseph back at the 35.
Malik Joseph. He's the man. He's all that. Malik Joseph, number 99. He's a junior, 6'1", 295.
Timeout.
From Bronx, New York.
MIT. That's their first of the half.
Prep.
MIT takes a timeout, their first of this 1st half. They're back at their own 35 for what will be a 3rd and 13. They're down by 21, 56.1 seconds left in the half. And again, RPI will be getting the ball to start out the 2nd half. So MIT would really like to get some points on the board right now. They have not scored since their opening drive.
Yeah, they would really love to get on that board before halftime. On the other hand, the Engineers would like to stop them here and maybe get one more before the half.
Let's go red.
It's mid-80s here in Troy, sunny, and there are really almost no clouds out there, and you can see it must be hot because one of the officials took his hat off and started spraying water on his head. It's 85. If you're in the sun and you're on one of these fields, it gets very hot down there.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very hot. 3rd and 13 for MIT at their own 35. Callahan out of the shotgun. Puts the ball up in the air, and nobody's going to get that. Let's call Stolzenberg the intended receiver, and he was about 10 yards away from it when it came down.
Anthony Pilla all over the quarterback. He had to rush that throw. And that's what I mean. Sometimes he's got a lot of time. Other times they're all over him. This is a good defense. It really is.
The guard is deep. Hansen will punt.
Hansen the punt for WPI. Godar's at his own 35.
RPI could get good field position here.
Good snap to Hansen. He boots the ball, almost blocked, gets a good punt away. Godar takes it at the 35, gets hit, stays on his feet. Nope, falls down. He almost stayed on his feet, then he hits the ground. Ball came loose when he hit, and in college, that's not a fumble. You can't have a fumble with that. So the ball's at the 30-yard line. I think I misspoke. 42.9 seconds left in the half. RPI with the ball.
You're just tuning in, folks. With 42.9 seconds to go in the first half, RPI leads it 28-7. MIT scored on their first drive, first series. They looked very good. But since then, the defense has shut them down pretty much.
1st and 10 for RPI, 4 wide out formation. Avery dishes this one off short. 35 to the 40 to Vinnis, still on his feet, rolled down at the 45. It'll be a first down. Clock stops while they move the chains. RPI leading by 21.
But he's tough. Vinnis has really got a lot of speed and shifty, strong, not big. He's not big at all.
Timeout. RPI.
30.3 seconds left.
That's
RPI
their second of the half.
Timeout. They lost about 6 seconds. They were at the line. They were looking over to the sidelines, but then there was some confusion, and they wanted to stop the clock so they could straighten everything out. It'll be first down for RPI, 1st and 10 at their own 46. Chance to get points here, maybe get into field goal range, if not a touchdown.
I said Tavinas wasn't big. He's only 5'6", but he's 200 pounds. And for that 200 pounds, he's got a lot of speed.
RPI talking this one over. 1 timeout remaining in the half, up by 21. MIT looking for answers. Again, they were undefeated regular season last year, made the NCAA tournament, lost in the 2nd round, but have been on the losing side of their first 2 games and are currently on the losing side in this game. Back to the line, 1st and 10 RPI at their own 46. Avery out of the shotgun with 4 wideouts. Throws the ball up in the air, and that is out of bounds by Tavinis, just inside the 50. Clock stops with 25.8 seconds left in the half.
2nd and 5 from midfield.
Second down and 5. Avery under pressure, throws short. Tavinis was in the area, so it's not intentional grounding. That's either Tavinis or Lane.
Pass intended for Tavinis. Incomplete.
That's Tavinis. So 3rd down
3rd and 5.
for RPI and about 5. Wind going against RPI in the 2nd quarter. 22 seconds left in the half. Avery out of the shotgun. On the delay, Tavinis takes it, and he'll get a first down. Yeah, I think he's got the first down. Clock will stop as the ball goes to the 44. RPI gets a new series of downs. They're going to move the chains, and they'll kill the clock. Avery on first down throws the ball to the ground with 13.3 seconds left. 1 timeout remaining for RPI. Obviously, you want to keep that so you can throw over the middle, stop the clock if you want to try to kick a field goal.
Incomplete.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for RPI.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, the first quarter really moved fast. The second quarter, not so much.
Dragged. Second quarter really dragged. 2nd and 10 RPI at the 44. Avery looks to throw. He's got time. 4-man rush. Rolls to his left. Now he's going to put the ball up in the air. It's caught by Gadari. He's out at the 30 with 5.3 seconds left. That's another first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Nice route to get out of bounds.
Not a lot of time left.
No.
1 play, and this has to be fast. It's either end zone or make it fast to set up a field goal. Ball's at the 30, 1st and 10 RPI, up by 21 with 5.3 seconds left in the first half.
Pat Hogan just came in the game. Watch him.
Avery out of the shotgun. Looks downfield, looks downfield. This is going to end the quarter unless a defensive penalty happens. And is it caught? Is it caught inbounds? And they're going to rule out of bounds. It was caught by an engineer. They're going to say he was out of bounds. And that ends the first half.
Avery's pass.
Thrown into the end zone, out of bounds. Yeah, the player who ended up grabbing it.
The ruling on the field is an incomplete
pass. I wasn't sure
pass.
originally looking at it.
The half is
looking
over.
at the replay, he was out of bounds. So that's how the first half ends here in Troy. RPI leading MIT 28-7.
Interesting first half. RPI offensively looks very good. Defensively, I think pretty good as well. Coach has got to be happy because they're playing a team that's a decent team that's put a lot of points on the board, and so far they got 7 on their first drive, and that was it.
It's been real tough for the MIT offense to move once they get into the RPI side of the field. I mean, they've had a lot of possession. They've moved up to midfield, but that's really as far as they've gotten after that first drive.
They've been at midfield a lot today.
I mean, they've given up the ball. They've gotten as far as the 41, the 49, and the 34 of RPI on 3 possessions there, and then a touchdown, and then the other 4 possessions they stopped on their side of the field. So it's been an offense that's had trouble finishing up in the last third of the field. And once it gets about 2/3 of the way there, they can't move it much farther after that first drive. So the dance team is on the field here at the East Campus Stadium. We are going to take a break, run around the league during the first half, during halftime to update you. .5 FM, WRPI Troy. Before we get started with the second half, we would like to thank the Rensselaer Union. They provide the funding for WRPI and all the club-related activity of the Institute, and that includes WRPI's coverage of engineer football, hockey, and baseball. Also, WRPI is on the World Wide Web. Point your browser to WRPI.org, and you can pick up WRPI's broadcast 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as long as you can get your computer connected to the internet or mobile device connected to the internet, however you want to look at it. And we're providing something over the air. We'll provide it for you on that feed. Once again, that is WRPI.org. RPI will be getting the ball to start out the second half of today's action, as MIT won the toss and they elected to defer until the second half. So it'll be RPI with possession of the ball to start out half number 2 with the 21-point lead. Not too shabby. Still a lot of sunshine here in Troy. Mid-80s. Try to get you some out-of-town scores right now. Bad day for Alfred State. Rochester is leading them 54-0 at the half. Springfield leads Mount Ida 21-3 in the second. Norwich and WPI, this is a close one. WPI 11, Norwich 10 in the second. Ithaca is leading Hobart 7-0 after one quarter. And at the moment don't have a Union Western New England score. Let me see if I can pull that one up for you right now on live stats. Also the St. Lawrence score. I don't have one of those yet either to get you up to date. Everybody goes into league play next weekend. Union 7, Western New England nothing. That is in the second quarter. Union starting out the season 0-2, and it's Endicott St. Lawrence is the other score. Let's see if we can try to pull that one up while we're waiting for the teams to get back out onto the field. That is St. Lawrence 14, Endicott nothing in the second. So that wraps up all the scores as we know them to be right now. And of course, SUNY Maritime defeated Merchant Marine last night 24-14.
Cheyenne will kick off for MIT.
Soon to be in the same league.
Yes. We spoke 2 weeks ago about the fact that RPI's associate members, the associate members of the Liberty League, RPI's conference, are leaving. Ball is kicked away by Shane. That goes to the end zone, and RPI is going to run this one out. Godard to the 15, to the 20, and pushed out around the 24. It's about a wash in terms of had he stayed in the end zone or taking it where he was. RPI starts out at about the 24 in quarter number 3.
Kyle Pina, number 59 on the tackle for MIT. Well, you're right about this diversity of where they're from on this team. It's almost every state in the union.
25, they'll call it, for RPI to start out this second half. Avery brings the team out on offense. First and 10 for RPI. Man in motion. Avery is going to pitch on first down, and this gets about 3 yards. That was Lane coming from the slot back position back behind the line of scrimmage, or pardon me, behind the quarterback, and then taking the pitch for a pickup. Well, they'll call it 2. He's out to the 27.
Kevin Kusch, K-U-S-C-H, or Kush.
I have it as Kush.
Kush, okay. From Mobile, Alabama on the stop for MIT.
2nd down and 8 RPI. Single wideouts each side. This will be a running play. Tavinis takes it up the middle to the 31. As RPI starting out on the ground in quarter number 3.
Well, you know what that sets up. I'd like to see them go to number 84, Giacone, a little more. He's got really good hands.
3rd down and 4 RPI, 3 wideouts. Tight end on the... Nope, no tight end, pardon me, 4 wideouts. Man in the backfield with Avery. Avery looks to his left, throws. That is complete, and that'll be a first down. Godard got it. We're kind of low. Got it cleanly, though. He's to the 38, and RPI moves the chains.
He's brought down by Mitch Maisel, freshman defensive back from Newton, Pennsylvania.
First and 10 RPI.
RPI first and 10 at their own 38-yard line, up 28-7 with 13:20 to go in the third quarter. Avery out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, tipped and goes incomplete. Amory was the intended receiver.
Number 15, Xander Erickson, and number 8, Samuel Inman. Nice coverage on that play.
You can hear the wind blowing in the background. It is going against RPI right now. It's RPI going left to right, MIT right to left across your radio dial. RPI going into the wind. They're headed towards the gymnasium. And Lane takes the handoff on second down, and he's forced out of bounds. Where is he out? He's out right at the 45. That'll make it 3rd down and 3 for RPI.
Mitch Turley on the force out. Turley, a linebacker sophomore from Westfield, Indiana.
So we were mentioning before that the 3 associate members of Liberty League are leaving. We have heard nothing further about increasing the number of teams in the league, which is 5. And the league will lose the auto bid in 2019 if it stays that way. 3rd down and 3. Tavinis turns the corner on the right side. He's got a first down. Hits a defender at the MIT 49. He's down there, but the chains move.
Xander Erickson finally brings him down. He knocked another defender in front of him right off the field.
First and 10 RPI at the MIT 49. 12.5 to go, third quarter. RPI leads 28-7. Amory out of the shotgun. Avery, pardon me, out of the shotgun. Puts the ball up in the air, and that's incomplete. There'll be pass interference, though, against MIT. Right when I turned, I saw Godard shaking off a hand, and he didn't get a chance to get downfield. But there's another flag around the 41.
See if they should rerun this.
I think there are 2 penalties here. At the very least, RPI gets the down over.
Pass interference, defense number 12. That penalty is 15 yards, automatic first down.
Okay, only 1 penalty. The official on the far side of the field saw the same thing, so 3 officials threw their flags. All it is pass interference against MIT. Heard the referee Tom Mawin, it's 15 yards and an automatic first down.
Well, it's a good opportunity for the Engineers early in the second half.
From the MIT 34.
First and 10 Engineers at the 34 of MIT. Avery on the option play has no options. He's back at the 39. He stopped. He was originally going to cut up pretty quickly, had nothing, tried to string that along, and 4 defenders ultimately ran him down.
Kelly on the tackle. Second.
So he's always trying to get out as wide as he can. I don't know why he doesn't turn in once in a while and run.
Well, he originally tried to turn in, but he saw nothing. So he decided to go wide again, and he didn't find anything there either.
No.
Second down and 15. Avery throws. That's complete. Nice catch. I think it was Godard got it at the. He finally makes it to the 26, maybe. Caught it at about the 31. And he caught it in stride with a guy right on top of him.
And Emberley on the tackle.
Mitch Turley. And Emberley, I believe, on the tackle.
3rd down and 2. Good yardage by Godard on that reception. Picked up about 13. Tavinis on the carry as he tries to go off the left side of the line. I think his forward progress got him to the 23, and that should be a first down, yes. The officials are already signaling first down. RPI keeps the drive going.
Nice job by Seth Strubble on the offensive line, helping out on getting that first down, come off the ball very well. Stubble's a chemical engineer, I know, and he's a senior from Kingston, New York.
First and 10 at the 23. Pump fake by Avery. Now puts the ball up in the air and caught. Complete. Touchdown.
What a great throw. What a great throw and great route.
on the reception for RPI.
Wait, did he thread that or what? But Hogan ran the route beautifully.
Engineers lead 34-7. Cap on to try the extra point.
Hey, man, that's not Hogan.
It was 10.
18, I thought he said.
I thought it was 10 Hogan. Now we could have some number differentials here. Kick is up and good. 35-7 RPI lead with 10:38 to go.
I thought it was Hogan originally. Then these guys patting Ramsdell on the back, so I don't know. RPI's offense executing very, very well today. I know Coach told me in the interview that they really got back to fundamentals after last game. He felt that, you know, the offensive line for a good portion of that game was getting beat. And in the fourth quarter, they rose to the occasion, came back from a 26-4 score and had a shot to win the game. Didn't turn out that way, but they certainly didn't quit. He was really not surprised by that at all. He says that's just the way his teams play. No, I'm misquoting him. He said that's the way our team plays.
Went in the books, Ramsdell. I misread the number, I guess, too. Kick goes out of bounds by Cap. That'll be a procedure call on the kickoff against RPI as MIT's about to get their first possession of the game. So Ramsdell's going into the scorecard.
It was Ramsdell, yeah.
Free kick out of bounds.
I think he's
on the kicking
he's
team.
going to earn his way into a lot
Ball
of
will
playing
be sucked
time.
at the 35-yard line, first down.
Coach loves him because he just gives it 100% every time he's on the field. And he's fast. It's number 18. Sophomore running back from Haverhill, Massachusetts. Not a big guy, 5'8", 160. Can fly.
MIT takes over at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10, down by 28, and the first rush by MIT in the second half doesn't go anywhere. That was Hanlon stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Joseph on the tackle.
Malik Joseph.
Number 59 lost his helmet and has to leave the game for one play. Please reset the play clock to 40 seconds.
Tommy Bennett. But first guy there was Malik Joseph.
2nd and 10 for MIT at their own 35, trailing by 28 points in the third quarter. Esperago goes in motion, low snap, picked up by Callahan, throws and almost picked off. That was almost a pick six by Florio. He dropped it, and if he had held on to that, nobody was going to stop him.
Boy, oh boy, that really could have been one.
Western New England now has a 14-7 lead on Union in the second quarter. Third down and 10 for MIT at their own 35, trying to do something in their first possession of this second half. Have not scored since their first possession of the game. Callahan dishes it off short, and that's not going to be much there as Hanlon is stopped after a gain of 3, and MIT is looking at 4th down.
Greenwich, first guy there for the Engineers, along with number 40, Mark Grimes.
From the 38-yard line. Hanson will kick. Kadar is deep.
Kadar's back for the punt reception.
He's back at his own 25. The punt.
That's it. He's coming back.
It's going to be a roughing the kicker call. As Hanson was hit, the punt went away, got about to the RPI 30-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So RPI gives MIT a break. Roughing the kicker call will give MIT an automatic first down.
I think it was Gahagan, number 26.
Yeah, that was clearly.
Domino's is conveniently located at 198 Hoosick Street. All fans in section
That was clearly roughing the kicker, but we didn't see the number in time on the replay.
I think it was Gahagan.
Drive stays alive for MIT. They're on RPI side of the field at the RPI 47. 9:18 to go here in the third quarter. 35-7. RPI leads MIT. Callahan out of the shotgun. Dishes it off through his running back, Esparago, and he is stopped after possibly one. And found no room on the left side and forced out of bounds.
Tom Bennett, first guy there again. He's having a heck of a day. Here he is.
Second and 10 from the 48.
So somebody else was with him. Lanieri, number 31, but Bennett was the first guy.
Second and 10 for MIT. Fakes the handoff on play action. Callahan puts it up in the air, looking long, and it's over the intended receiver. Going for Garcia Montez on that play, but it was probably about a yard over his outstretched hand. Couldn't catch that one. Time to tell you, you are listening to WRPI Troy with Engineer Football from the East Campus Stadium in Troy, New York. Kurt's up, Bob Conway on the call for you. 8:57 to go here. Third quarter, RPI 35, MIT 7. Four wideouts for MIT. Pump fake. Callahan throws to nobody. One of the assistant coaches for RPI is the let's call him the intended receiver, because Callahan had nobody in the area to put that one to. So it'll be fourth down. So the roughing the kicker call extends the drive for some time, and if they didn't get beyond the yardage they got from the penalty, and MIT sends out the punt team again.
RPI's defense has played a very, very good game, except the first series.
The snap was a little bit high, taken by Hansen, boots the ball away, good hang time, fair catch signaled by RPI, ball goes into the end zone. That'll come out to the 20. There's 8:42 to go here in the third quarter. RPI leads MIT 35-7.
Yeah, we told you that next week the engineers head for WPI. Let's take that a little further. That's a 1 o'clock start next week, the Transit Trophy game. October 3rd, engineers are home facing Merchant Marine Academy. That's a 1 o'clock game. It's also reunion and homecoming weekend. And they're lining up for the play, so I'll hold off on the schedule.
First and 10, RPI at their own 20, up by 28. Avery under center. We got a new running back in there. Nope, that's Wells in there for RPI. He was back in there in the first half, so not entirely new. They're switching out, though. So RPI has a 4-score lead. Looking to put the ball on the ground and move this game along a little bit faster.
Number 51, Tyler Wasser on the tackle for MIT.
From the 23.
Ithaca now leading Hobart with 3:55 to go in the second, 10-0.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Second down and 7, RPI. And that looks like Wells again on the carry.
Wells carry.
Makes it out to the 27 to make it 3rd and 3 for the RPI engineers.
4 or 5 years ago, I wouldn't have been surprised by that at all, but Hobart's pretty dominant lately.
Well, still plenty of time.
Yes.
3rd and 3.
Springfield leading Mount Ida 21-3 late in the second. 3rd down and 3. Another handoff, and this is not going to get the first down. Amory making it barely, if not, to the line of scrimmage. Actually stopped 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down for RPI.
Nikolai and Holt on the tackle.
7:18 to go in the third quarter.
From the 26.
RPI leads it 35-7. MIT scored on their first series and haven't scored since.
Will punt. Esparago is deep.
Trimper, low kick, bounces, takes an RPI bounce, 35 to the 30, out between the 30 and the 31. So Trimper on there for his second punt of the day, and actually statistically looks pretty good. As it'll be the 30, they'll call it, for MIT. 6:49 to go, third quarter. RPI leading MIT 35-7.
You know, I've never seen that kind of punting as much as the last few years. Is that just in vogue now, or they like run to the right? And I don't know whether they have an option of running the ball or kicking.
It's running to the kicker's foot side.
Yeah.
Right or left, depending on what the kicker is. Then you kick it low. If you kick it low like that, you usually get a good bounce. If you kick it high, the bounce might go against you. 1st and 10, our MIT at the 30-yard line. This pass is complete, and that'll be a 1st down for the MIT Engineers. Hansen got it at about the 41. Actually, they're going to put him at the 44. Okay.
Complete to Hansen.
Jared Hansen.
Lahiri on the tackle.
It's a pretty good ball player.
MIT.
Hansen at the 44. MIT at the 44. 1st and 10, down by 28 with 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Hand off to Ojeda, and he gets about 2 going off the right side of the line. This is almost golf with the amount of clapping we're hearing out there.
Somebody's down for the Engineers, for RPI.
Pilla on the tackle. Officials timeout.
I hope that's not Pilla down. He was in on the tackle.
I think it may be. Looks like that could be a 94. It is. He's getting up under his own power and make his way off the field. But obviously you can't play this down.
Yeah, that would be a real big loss. He's one of our captains. Senior linebacker, 5'11", 250.
From the 46.
Pennsylvania, Marion Catholic High School. Great player for RPI.
2nd down and 8 for MIT at their own 46-yard line. Callahan out of the shotgun, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, pass. That's complete, not for much though.
Is that Grimes?
Not for much. It was caught by Jameson.
I'm looking for the tackle. I think it was, let's see. He turns around. It was Grimes. Yeah, it was Grimes. He hammered him.
Ball to the 49. That's where Jameson caught the ball. He had no chance to advance. Grimes hit him immediately.
Oh, he whacked him.
3rd down and 5. Callahan looking right, puts the ball up and almost intercepted. Almost the second one for almost the second time Florio intercepted the ball. Goes through his hands and it's incomplete.
He's probably still kicking himself for the last one. That was 6.
Should have had 6. And it's 4th down now for MIT. Ball at the 49.
I don't mean this in any cocky way at all. RPI's defenses begin to dominate this game, you know.
Snap back. Booted away by Hansen. Low kick. Godard, did he touch it? Ball goes into the end zone and out of the end zone. I was wondering if Godard had touched it at all. Doesn't matter now. It'll be a touchback. Ball comes out to the 20. 5:16 to go here, third quarter. RPI 35, MIT 7.
From their own 20-yard line.
Once again, we remind you you're listening to Rensselaer Football on WRPI 91.5 Troy. 5:16 to go in the third quarter. RPI leads it 35-7.
Ithaca 16, Hobart 7. Or pardon me, Hobart nothing. With about 2 to go in the second. First and 10 Engineers, RPI Engineers from the 20, and I think we still have Wells in the backfield for a gain of 4. Yep, we do.
I think he's given some of the younger players an opportunity. Coach I does that a lot. He plays people a lot.
Second and 6 at the 24 for RPI. Avery puts the ball up. That is complete to at the 30-yard line. This will be a first down for RPI as Esposito got it at least across the 30 to the 31 before his forward progress was stopped.
I think it was 51 for MIT. Once again, it's Tyler Wasser.
Esposito carried for the first down. First and 10 RPI.
RPI's moving pretty quickly.
4:35 to go, third quarter. RPI up by 28 on first down. It's Wells cutting to the outside. Ran to the right, and he is stopped at the 36. And that's a gain of 5.
And remember early in the season, we were long counting everything. Remember how long it took to snap the ball? They're coming up now right away. And
there were delay of game penalties in that first weekend of the season.
Oh, yeah.
Second and 5 RPI, multiple wideout set. Avery keeps it himself and goes to the ground near the first down marker.
It's pretty close.
Yeah. They're stopping the clock. Referee says first down, so they'll move the chains. 3:58 to go here, third quarter. RPI 35, MIT 7.
And this quarter is flying.
This quarter is moving a lot faster. Not a lot of passing. Engineers first and 10. 3 wideouts, man in the slot. Wells, nope. Toss to Lane. Lane goes to the left. Lane heads upfield. Flag comes out as Lane gets about 5, maybe 6. But the flag's back at the line of scrimmage, and it's holding against RPI.
Holding, offense number 71, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Number 71, Mitchell McDade, junior offensive lineman, Valrico, Florida.
3653. 623. 3653.
That puts a little bit of a damper on RPI's current drive.
First and 10, RPI.
As it'll be first and 20 RPI back at the 31-yard line. Avery to Wells, had a little trouble with the handoff, keeps a hold of it, breaks through one tackle, tries to get away from the second, kind of does, now forced out onto the RPI sideline at the 45, and he picked up 14.
Nice run and nice blocking by the offensive line. They led him around that corner.
Second and 6 from the 45.
Second down and 6 RPI. 4 wideouts set for Avery. Takes a snap, looking downfield, flag on the play. I believe this is going to be an illegal motion call against RPI. Avery throws and caught by McHugh. Stopped at the 45, but I believe RPI, I think Wells was moving towards the line at the time of the snap.
We get motion called a lot.
Illegal motion, offense number 30.
Yep.
Moving forward before the snap. It's a 5-yard penalty, still second down.
That'll be a backup of 5 yards. It'll be second down and 11 RPI back at their own 40.
Penalty results in
Referee had trouble finding the flag in his belt.
Yeah.
I was actually watching him because I thought Wells had moved, and I was watching him, and he was having trouble finding the flag before he could get it out. So it's 2nd and 11 back at the 40-yard line for RPI with 2:15 to go here in the third quarter. RPI up by 28. Avery, quick throw, and that's dropped by Calabro.
Yeah, Calabro's a freshman wideout from Farmingdale, New Jersey. St. John's Vianney Catholic. I ran into him off the field the other day. He's a pretty big boy. Freshman.
3rd and 11 for RPI, back at their own 40. Lane goes in motion to the left. Avery on the delay to Wells, caught from behind by Emberly.
Nobody picked 24 up at all.
No. Emberly got in there all alone and caught Wells from behind, and on 4th down, RPI sends out the punting team.
Everly on the tackle. Loss of 3. 4th and 13.
Well, they certainly can't accuse RPI of trying to run up the score.
Trimper boots the ball away after he rolled to his left this time, takes a couple of bounces, goes in RPI's favor, and it'll be stopped at the 24. MIT takes over there. 1:28 to go, third quarter. RPI leads MIT 35-7.
Okay, back to the schedule just for a minute. After Merchant Marine at home, RPI travels to St. Lawrence. The following week, Rochester comes in here. Then next week after that, RPI at home, Hobart. And then the next week, Springfield's here, and that's senior day. And the 14th is at Union.
MIT 1st and 10 at the 24. Callahan out of the shotgun, pump fake, puts the ball up, and as I've said quite a few times today, that was thrown to nobody. There was really no intended receiver near the ball when that one came down.
I believe that the use of the multiple players on both sides of the ball have. I thought MIT's passing game was much sharper early in the game. I mean, I think they're just tired.
MIT runs on 2nd down. Ojeda gets across the 25 to the 26, and that's all, a gain of 2 on 2nd down. It'll set up 3rd down and 8. They've gone to the half in Ithaca, and it's Ithaca 17, Hobart nothing. St. Lawrence late in the second quarter, actually, I think they're waiting to kick the extra point. 20-0, they lead Endicott. Right at the end of the second quarter, right at the end of the first half. 3rd down and 8 for MIT with about 45 seconds left in the third quarter here. Callahan puts the ball up in the air and misses everybody. Hits a couple of guys on the sideline for RPI. It's not his intention there. He's really not finding his receivers at this point. You're looking at it on the replay, and it was well over the head of the intended receiver. I mean, he was there. The receiver was below the ball, but the ball wasn't anywhere close to where he could grab it. And MIT will be sending the punt team out as they're back at 4th and 8 on their own 26. Hansen at his own 12. Kicks it away. Goddard backing up, takes it at the 32. Goddard to the 35, gets away from an ankle tackle, gets away from the second grab. 3rd and 4th grab, though, will get him. And Goddard is stopped at the MIT 48-yard line. We have 29.5 seconds left in the third quarter. RPI still holding on, well, not holding on, still leading 35-7 over MIT.
Raul Corey on that tackle for MIT. Sophomore defensive lineman from Miami, Florida. Gulliver High School. Boy, they really are from all over the country.
Screws up on the snap. Esposito was coming behind the line of scrimmage, and the snap hit him. RPI recovers, though, on the fumble. Ball's back to the 45.
Loss of 6. Second and 16 from the 45.
Kind of play that last week would have been potentially disastrous. This week with a 28-point lead, and third quarter ends. It's taken with a much more calmer attitude. 45 minutes in the books here in Troy. RPI leads MIT 35-7.
I guess if we had to summarize the play to this point in the game, I think the Engineers have done good things on both sides of the ball. A couple of errors. Most of the errors were in our when we have very young players in the game. But the offense, when they were running the totally full offense, they really dominated. I think the first 3 times they had the ball, I know they got 3 in a row. I don't know if it was the first 3, but 3 in a row they got scores.
First 3.
Yeah, they went up 21. MIT scored, went up 7-0. RPI came back with 3, make it 21-7, and they just picked up more from there.
Team to switch sides. It'll be MIT going left to right, RPI right to left across your radio dial in quarter number 4. Ball's on the 45 for RPI. Second down and 15. Avery hands off, and that's Tvinis with the carry. Tvinis is stopped at around the 47. And that's about a pickup of 2.
Number 48, Kodiak Brush, linebacker from Yorba Linda, California.
Nixon lived in Yorba Linda, California.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's living there now.
From the 27.
I think the Nixon Library in his burial place is Yorba Linda. I just happen to know that, not a big Nixon fan. Just happen to know that. Third down and 13 from the 47. Avery throws, caught complete.
I thought it
not a first down, and I thought the umpire was going to catch that. It was Esposito with the reception to the 43, but it went right past the umpire.
Watch this. I thought it hit the ground. Let me see. No?
No.
He caught it all right.
Fourth down and about 5 for RPI, and they send out the punt team. Razik is back out there. His first kick was shanked. After that, Trimper was kicking, and now Razik is back out to kick. Snap back, punt goes high in the air and out of bounds. He shanked this one again. He went into the crowd with that.
Razik's punt goes out of bounds.
You know what? I don't think the kid should have to give the ball up. If the home team kicks the ball into the crowd, that's a freebie. In my book, that's a freebie. Okay, bottom line, not a good punt, and it was out at the 38 of MIT. I mean, that's like 5 yards net.
That's strange because he was punting pretty good up until today.
Please do not go on the field at any point during or after the game this afternoon. Thank you.
MIT at their own 38 with 13:28 to go in the fourth quarter. Down by 28 are the MIT Engineers. Callahan fakes the handoff, turns around, looks upfield, runs with the ball, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It is simply not going correctly for MIT today.
No, they've seen better days.
Update you out of town. It's into half. Western New England 14, Union 7. Also at the half, St. Lawrence 20, Endicott nothing. And at the half, Ithaca 17, Hobart nothing. By the way, in St. Lawrence's game, the kick failed, so it stayed 20-0. Second down, and MIT is going to run the ball straight up the middle, which has not been fruitful at all today. And that's a gain out to about the 40. Let's call it a gain of 2 for there in that situation. That was Ojeda on the carry for MIT.
Joe Gotti on the stop for the Engineers.
Springfield leads Mount Ida 24-3 at the half. In the third, WPI over Norwich 20-10. Third down and 8 here. Callahan rolling out to his left. Looking downfield, doesn't see anything, puts the ball down, starts to run. Now he's going to get hit, and Callahan doesn't make the first down marker. He is stopped at the 42.
Two guys over there. One was Jared Dorsey. I didn't see the, I think it might have been.
Fourth and 6 from the 42.
I think it was Brian Hayes.
The door is deep for Rensselaer.
Fourth down, Hansen out to punt for MIT. High snap, he has to retreat to get that. Plenty of time. Now kicks the ball away, bounces, takes an MIT bounce. We've got a flag on the play. Downed at the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line. Flag on the play.
They'll have to sort this one out. 11:27 to go, fourth quarter. RPI 35, MIT 7.
Visions of Norwich. Second half.
This is a lot like the Norwich game.
Second half.
Other Liberty League score today: Rochester 54, Alfred
Holding
State nothing at the
number
half.
17 of the
that
kicking
must have gone
team.
to the third quarter at
That's
this
a
point.
10-yard
Alfred State.
penalty
Alfred State, yes, Alfred State.
from the end of the kick.
I say Alfred get beat 54.
First down.
I work with a person who went to Alfred State.
They're right across the street, right?
Yes, it's right, literally across the street. Penalty is against MIT.
Correction,
RPI
that
just had
holding
the ball.
is on number 17 on the receiving team.
I believe RPI scored on the first series of the second half.
Yes.
And other than that, they've been running off tackle plays and sweeps the rest of the second half.
From the 7-yard line.
Once in a while, a little flat pass, but nothing down the field.
Half the distance to the goal line for MIT. They're starting out back at their own 8-yard line on first down. Rush up the middle. Gets them about to the 11, so a pickup of 3.
Aren't we on offense?
On the tackle.
Oh, pardon me, RPI's on offense. I'm getting all confused because they switched sides. Yes, it's RPI on offense. Penalty was against RPI. Half the distance to the goal.
I didn't say that to be critical.
Well, I was wrong. Okay, there's no problem with that. I was wrong. It's RPI. Second down and 6, ball at the 11. Avery fakes the handoff. Looks to throw downfield. Doesn't find anything. Now puts the ball up in the air, and that'll be short and bounces before it gets to Lane, the intended receiver. Incomplete on second down.
Yeah, that wasn't thrown well, or it was thrown away. I don't know which.
Incomplete. Third and 6 from the 11-yard line.
So this is the very first Brain Bowl, as they called it.
Yeah, that's what some people call it. That's not what I call it. Third down and 6 from the 11. Avery, quick throw to Lane. That's complete, and that should be a first down to the 19. Got him on the slant.
Avery's pass.
Emberly on the tackle. If they can continue to do that and keep running the ball most of the time, some little slants, it'll wear the clock down, and that's the main thing. Run the clock down, wear it down. Of course, the clock at Alfred did wear down, I think.
Shut down 4 times last week. First down, RPI. First and 10 to finish with the carry. Goes outside to the left. Picks up about 3.5. We're at 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter in Troy. RPI 35, MIT 7.
Marshall Johnson on the stop for MIT.
And 4, 2nd and 6 from the 23.
Some of RPI's other teams doing well so far. Last I knew, men's soccer was 6-0.
3 wide out formation for RPI, 2nd down and about 7. Tavinis with the carry goes left again and gets about to the 27.
He's brought down by number 12 for MIT, Mitch Maisel, freshman from Newton, Pennsylvania.
MIT. 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2 RPI, as RPI has gone into the running the play clock down as much as possible mode. Coming up on 9 minutes to play. It's about 2:30, coming up on 2:30, so they're actually speeding this one along. Slam pattern complete to Gadar, 1st down, holds on to it, almost lost it around the 35, and Gadar is out to the 42. Chains move, clock stops briefly, RPI maintains possession.
Gadar was 4 catches for 48 yards in the TD through 3 quarters. Lane, 2 for 26 and a TD. Tavinis, 2 for 20. And Esposito, 2 for 15.
1st and 10 RPI at the 42, actually 43. Gadar gives to Tavinis, and he's stopped for no gain, maybe even a loss of half a yard.
Looks like number 40, Studebaker, on the tackle for MIT.
They'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage on that play. Little over 8 to go here, 4th quarter, pardon me. 35-7, RPI leads MIT. 2nd and 10, Avery puts the ball up, and McHugh got it, and it's a 50-yard line. Picks up 7, makes it 3rd and 3 for RPI.
Yeah, they're very methodically moving the ball up the field with short passes, and looks like New England's offense. This year, anyway.
3rd down and 3. Avery pass complete over the middle, and that'll be a 1st down. Plenty of room there as Costello got it. He's tackled at the MIT 38.
This is a good opportunity, guys like Costello and the other young players running some routes, game time.
1st and 10 for RPI. That'll be a gain of 1 on that play. Tavinis actually picks up 1. I thought he was going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. As the clock continues to run, RPI either completing passes or keeping the ball on the ground, and we're chewing up a lot of minutes here. 7 to go in the 4th quarter. RPI leading 35-7.
2nd and 9 from the 37.
And they're just trying to work that clock and keep getting 1st downs. Not trying for the end zone yet.
Avery fakes going upfield, and what happened to the ball? It's incomplete. MIT's claiming they got it, but the back judge is saying no, that was incomplete. I actually lost sight of it. When it went right near where the defenders are, I lost sight of what happened to the ball. It hit somebody. Yeah, that was incomplete. It went and hit the ground. Quinn came up with it, but it hit the ground between his legs. And then it popped up and hit him in the stomach.
That's right.
So it is an incomplete pass, although close to an interception. 3rd down, they'll say 9. It is 9, actually, for RPI at the MIT 37. RPI up by 28. Avery has to dish this one off short, but that's incomplete. McHugh was the intended receiver. He couldn't hold on to it and got hit right after the ball arrived. So it'll be 4th down for RPI, ball at the 38-37 yard line of MIT.
You might as well kick a field goal, or try to.
No, they're going to send Raznick out to try a punt here.
All right. Well, that's okay. I'm not saying we should have tried to run up the score. I just thought they'd like to try the kicker from a distance.
It would have been a 55-yard attempt.
Yeah, that's true.
Razik, high kick, stays in the field this time. MIT calls for a fair catch, and they'll take it at the 10-yard line.
At the MIT 10-yard line.
Esparago grabbed it there. 6:24 to go here, fourth quarter. RPI 35, MIT 7.
A reminder, folks, we respectfully ask that all fans stay off the ground.
You are listening to Rensselaer Football on WRPI 91.5 Troy.
Thank you.
Rensselaer leads it 35-7 with 6:24 to go in the ball game.
MIT first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
Callahan hands off on first down, and that's a loss of a couple of yards. I mean, he handed the ball off, and the defense was right there when it happened.
Nice play by number 77, Francois. How'd you pronounce his first name? I always thought it was Marquis, but they told me last week it was something else.
It looks to me like Marquis.
Yeah, okay.
That's what the pronunciation guide looks like to me.
That's what they said. Every time I've seen that name, it had been Marquis before.
Second down pass, that's complete to Oda on the far sideline. He's out of bounds at the 13, so they get those yards, some yards back, plus 3. Make it the 14-yard line. It'll be third down and 6 for MIT.
That was Jair Dorsey. I gotta learn how to pronounce his first name. Jaire. I believe it's Jair Dorsey.
Jair.
Jair.
Yeah.
And Mike Walters were the two guys on that stop for RPI.
Third down and 7, MIT, and this pass was looking, he was looking for Oda, was Callahan, but threw it too far in front of him, and it goes incomplete. And MIT, they've got to kick here. Well, they don't have to kick, but they will kick.
Had to be a disappointing day. Thank you. Had to be a disappointing day for MIT, especially for Chad coming back. His team had played so well last year and got a lot of points the first 2 games this year.
Hansen boots the ball, and this one, does it go into the crowd? Nope, doesn't make it into the stands. It does on the bounce, but not on the fly. So that's an awful kick by Hansen, and RPI will get the ball around the MIT 29. It's, you know what? Last week was a bad punting day because the punters couldn't hold on to the ball or they got blocked or went in for safety. Today's not a good punting day because they're not punting well. Again, the wind's going against.
Is it that bad, the wind?
Well, I mean, it's blowing consistently. I can see where if you're going against the wind, you've got a problem. But with the wind, it was still getting kicked out of bounds.
Exactly.
We're still playing here in Troy as RPI has it first and 10 at the MIT 29. And RPI goes off the left side this time, and they'll make it out to the 24-yard line. That was Kozlow on the carry for RPI.
That's number 22. Hunter Koslow's a freshman running back. It's the first we saw him. He's from Cary, Texas.
4:45 to go in the second half. 35-7. RPI leads MIT. And second down, rush straight ahead. Flag comes out on the play. The result of the play by Kozlow got back to the line of scrimmage. Okay, I figured out why I'm getting the MIT WPI thing confused because I can't say engineers.
That's right.
And every time before this that's happened, they've played our WPI.
That's right.
So that's why I keep thinking WPI because I'm
holding,
trying to not use
offense
the word
number
engineers.
71.
Holding
10-yard
against
penalty,
RPI.
second down.
Looks like me with Todd and Chad.
Yes.
That isn't just today.
No, you've
I've
always done that.
I always, because I knew that quarterback from Southern Cal. And I used to call him that all the time.
scrimmage is the 34-yard line.
4.5 to go here in the second half. RPI 35, MIT 7. And Amory gets nothing. He got caught in the backfield by the MIT defense on what was 2nd and 15. It'll now be 3rd and a lot longer. 3rd and about 19. Not a lot longer, but still longer. 3rd and 19 as we're coming up on 4 minutes to play in today's game. RPI leading by 28.
Again, we'll remind you that next week, the Engineers travel, RPI travels to WPI for a 1 o'clock start.
3rd down and 19 for RPI. Kozlow gets the carry, makes it to the 30, and he stopped there. So you'd be looking at a 47-yard field goal attempt at this point.
WPI is a nice campus. If you haven't been there, it's not a bad trip, and the campus is nice. I think you'd enjoy the day.
4th and 12.
But there was nothing like Coast Guard, though. That was my favorite.
Coast Guard had a really nice location for the football field on the river. Real nice location.
Beautiful.
Final score, Rochester 61, Alfred State nothing.
Wow.
4th down, RPI going for it. Avery puts the ball up in the air to the 20, and that should be a 1st down. For RPI, Ryan Reedy on the reception.
That's right. Reedy's a sophomore wideout from Milani.
What are you looking at, Red?
Where's that from?
What game are you watching?
What are we talking about?
Reedy.
Hawaii. H.I.
Oh,
Hawaii.
he's from Hawaii. I don't think that was running up a score at all. And, you know, these young men have earned their play. You know, when they get in there, they want to show what they can do. And you're right. I don't think we threw a pass down the field for any more than 10 yards.
There weren't really deep passes. Cap boots the ball away in the end zone, and it's going to be brought out. Esperanto brings it to the 15, to the 20, and that's about it.
Esperanto carries, returns the kick.
Boy, he gets a lot of carries, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's been out there a lot.
Kaja made the tackle.
Who was the other one? The kid from Alfred? Or the kid from Norwich? It was a good running back from Norwich. I think he replaced the star from the year before, and he ran a lot like him. He must have ran the ball 40 times against us. He must have been exhausted.
3rd quarter, Western New England now leads Union 21-7. And WPI leads Norwich 27-10. 2:31 to go here. 1st and 10. MIT at the 20-yard line. And 0 yards on that 1st down play. Ojeda with the carry for MIT.
Sherry and Ash on the tackle. 2nd and 9.
Second down and 9, ball on the 21. Say he gained 1 on that play. And that's an incomplete pass right in Oda's hands, and it goes incomplete. It's John King now in at quarterback for MIT.
1:53 to go. The second halves haven't taken that long, right?
No. It's gone faster than the first half. We're only about an hour into the second half. RPI having substitution issues as somebody just ran into the field. No, they had 11 out there. That was a mistake. Somebody was about to run out and beat the 12th person. King puts the ball up in the air and caught. Is that inbounds? Yeah, they're going to give it inbounds there at about the 30-yard line.
Nice catch.
Del Priori on the catch for MIT.
Very nice catch.
So that keeps MIT in possession of the ball. 1:40 to go in today's game. 42-7, RPI leads MIT. Motion call against MIT. It was about to be 1st and 10. It will now become 1st and 15.
Ball start, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
St. Lawrence leading in the cut 27-0 in the 3rd.
Well, RPI will be happy tonight after a tough one last week. I tell you, the bus caught on fire on the way home.
Didn't know that. King rolling out to his left. The quarterback on 1st and 15 finds his way up to the 33-yard line with 1:04 to go. I did not know that.
Yeah, it was bad enough to, you know, how the game turned out and a lot of things about that game, but some of the guys, the coaches stayed with them and brought them to, got some of the guys home, and the other guys stayed at the Stewart's until another bus could get there.
A Stewart's?
Yeah, they were out in the middle of nowhere.
Wow. Throw to Del Priori is complete at about the 41-yard line. That should be an MIT first down.
Big hit by Walters. Nice hit. What year he's in.
First down for MIT late in the game. That pass is incomplete. Looking downfield for McPherson around the 40-yard line of RPI, and 2 defenders were actually closer to the ball.
Walters is from Brooklyn. A D-back, 5'8", 165. Winston Northampton High School. He popped that guy.
Second down and 10 for MIT. A little over 40 seconds left in the game. Almost intercepted. Egan had it in his hands at the 45. Couldn't hold on to it. Not happy with himself.
Egan is a very good athlete. He went to Shaker High locally. And he very good baseball and football player. He transferred here from Fairfield.
That's one of the few high schools in the area not named after a city or town that I actually know where it is.
Yes.
Because I've driven past it going to Latham. It's the only reason why.
Well, their football program has come into its own the last 5 years or so.
King throws on 3rd down, and he threw behind his receiver, almost twisted himself into a pretzel trying to get back at that one. Esparago was the intended receiver. And it's 4th down and 10 for MIT. They'll keep the offense out there. 42-7, RPI leads with 33.6 seconds left in this game. It's academic at this point. MIT keeps the team out there. If they don't get the first down, RPI is just going to take some knees and end this one. King drops back, looks to throw over the middle, and intercepted by the Engineers. And down at the 42 is Stefanski. And RPI will get possession of the ball, and that's, I mean, well, the game was already over prior to this, but that makes it really over.
Yeah, that's a freshman, Stefanski, who made that interception.
RPI at the 42. They can just take one knee and end this one. Only the 2nd turnover today by MIT. A lot of punts out there. A touchdown, a bunch of punts, 2 INTs, and 1 missed field goal. RPI in the victory formation. Avery takes a knee. No desire for anybody to play another down, and in 20 seconds it'll be official here in Troy. RPI winning against MIT. First meeting ever between the two schools, 42-7.
glad to see these two teams playing, and I'm sure it'll be a better game of the years. Hopefully we'll be able to continue to play them. But our engineers played extremely well today, and I think we are a little better than MIT is right now. I mean, they were scoring 28 and over 30 points on 2 occasions, and they got 7 here on the first series and nothing since then. So it was a rough day for them.
This is a team that lost a number of key players from last year coming into the season. So they were 9-0 regular season last year. Lost to Wesley in the NCAA tournament in the second round. Wesley's an outstanding team, 59-0. They're one of the best teams in the country. That's a tough draw for the second round. They lost that game. Then they come in and they've lost 3 straight to start out this year. They were competitive in the first 2. But this one, by halftime, you were thinking this one was kind of over with, and that's really the way it panned out. It was only 28-7 at the half, but RPI picking up 2 more touchdowns, one in the third quarter, one in the fourth quarter to put this one away. And it was a lot like the Norwich game that started at the beginning of the year for RPI, where by halftime you kind of got the sense that the game was going to go in one particular direction. That's the way it went. For RPI, a sloppy game last week at Alfred in the rain, very difficult game. Mental errors a lot last week. A lot of those errors have disappeared this week. I think we saw a much cleaner game out of RPI. There were still penalties, but I don't think they were making the same mental mistakes they made last week.
Well, as Coach told me, they emphasized fundamentals this week, you know, going back to the things that they should have done better in last week in much of the game. The offensive line was a lot better than it was last week for sure, and the defense continues to be very, very good. They don't give up much at all.
Time to run down the scoring in today's game. Bob can pick his engineers of the game after that. MIT led at 1 point. Esparago got a 36-yard pass from Callahan with 13:12 to go in the first quarter. That was the first drive of the game. Shane's kick was good, made it 7-0 MIT. That was the only time they'd lead in today's game. RPI in the succeeding drive came back. Gadar, a 14-yard pass from Avery at 10:28 to go in the first. Cap's kick made it 7-all. The next drive for RPI to finish with a 1-yard run. Cap with the kick. At 6:49 to go in the first, made it 14-7 in favor of RPI. And then to finish with another 1-yard run, Cap with the kick at 1:19 to go in the first quarter, made it 21-7 RPI. That was the score after 1 quarter. In the second, only 1 TD. 1:38 left to go in the first half. Lane with a 5-yard pass from Avery. Cap's kick made it 28-7 RPI. That was the score at halftime. In the third, on the first possession of the third quarter, Ramsdell with a 23-yard pass from Avery. Cap's kick made it 35-7 in favor of RPI. That was 10:38 to go in the first half. And then the final score was late in the fourth quarter with 2:40 to go in the game. Kozlow with a 19-yard run. Cap's kick made it 42-7 in RPI's favor, and that's the way it would end today. RPI 42, MIT 7 in the first ever meeting between these two schools. RPI improves their record to 2-1. That finishes the non-conference part of RPI's schedule. There will be in the Liberty League the rest of the way, starting next week at WPI. For MIT, they now fall to 0-3, and counting their loss against Wesley last year in the NCAA playoffs, they're on a 4-game losing streak. That also finishes off their non-conference schedule. They are playing at home for the first time this year. These are 3 straight road games for MIT to start the season. They start out their NEFC schedule next weekend as they are home in Cambridge to play Maine Maritime. So that's your pretty much rundown for today. Engineers of the game.
On defense.